Good morning. I'm Rob Gaffredo from Bartell Road Bait and Tackle, and I'm here with our fearless cameraman Pete from Anglers Bay. What we're excited to tell you about today is a little thing we're going to call the Oneida Lake Show. We've been working on this concept for about a year, and we're finally going to put it to good use. This show is for you, the angler, the boater, the swimmer, the camper, anybody who uses Oneida Lake. Obviously, we're going to focus a little bit on fishing for the most part, but there's so much more to this waterway and to this lake and the communities around it. We're going to try to get everybody involved. We want you to have a one-stop shop to come find out what you need to know about this area. Right now, it's January 4th. We're about to see a winter hurricane come up the East Coast. Now, the beauty of that is Oneida Lake already has about a foot of ice on it. Now, I've never said that before, about January 15th in my life. As a matter of fact, this lake was fishable and rideable before January 1. And I'm honestly not sure, unless you're 7 years old, if you ever remember that. I sure don't. I've been on the ice before Christmas, but only on the bays. They're on the main lake fishing already, and they're having good catches of walleye and perch, and the bay fishermen are doing really well on the bluegills and the sunfish. Crappies haven't made an appearance yet, but I imagine they will. So basically what this all means is it looks like we're going to have an extremely long, successful, fun ice fishing season. This is what guys have been waiting for the past 3 years that we've struggled through some pretty bad ice conditions. Now, all that being said, you still need to really take your time and be safe in how you are fishing. Take a spot. Know where you're going. In tomorrow's conditions, I would even say don't go. We're looking at 40-mile-an-hour winds, a high temperature of 0, which equates to a low wind chill factor of about 30 below 0. We don't see those conditions here. That's Midwestern stuff. So my advice to you tomorrow is don't go fishing. Stay home, get ready, go out on the weekend. Ice safety is one of the biggest things we're going to hit on throughout this season. You may not ever see one of our shows without hitting on ice safety because it is so imperative. We should all know that after last year when we lost a total of 8 fishermen through the ice in New York State. That's a high number. But what that is guys that generally know what they're doing running into conditions they're not used to because of how rough the winter was. Now here we are in a super cold winter with a lot of ice, and it's very easy to be lulled into a false sense of security. So always keep in the back of your mind that even though you're on thick ice, that doesn't mean it's safe. You'll hear that from me time and time again. Personal responsibility is huge. Know where you are, know what you're doing. If you have a cell phone with you, you have a GPS. Take a compass to back you up. Think safety before going on the ice. It's going to make your fishing trip that much more entertaining and enjoyable. We also have another project we're working on called OneidaLakeFishingReports.com. I think the coolest part about this site is not only is it going to be a one-stop place for you to come and find information on the lake itself, the weather station part of it is what I'm most excited about. You're going to be able to go to 7 different spots on the lake, see what the barometer reads, the temperature is, the wind speed, the humidity, everything you need to know to plan your trip out either in the boat or on the ice, or even if you're going to go sailing or kayaking or whatever. We're putting you together a resource where you can go to one place. We'll have a gas hole map on there. There's going to be activity reports on there. There's going to be videos on there. We're going to do a lot of how-to videos. We're also going to do a lot of special guests. We're going to have people from different fishing manufacturers, kayak manufacturers, boating manufacturers. Who knows? I mean, once this thing gets rolling, we're going to be looking to you to give us the content that you want to see on OneidaLakeFishingReports.com and on our podcast. So jump on board. We're excited. It might be a little bit rough at start. I mean, if you know Pete, you know he's rough anyway. So, see, that was a good shot. He got me the other day, so I'm going to get back to him. So, give us a little bit of time to get this ball rolling. I think you're going to really love the product. I think you're really going to be entertained, and I think you're going to learn. To me, learning is everything. That is the best part of the fishing industry for me. It's not necessarily the fishing itself. I get more of a kick out of watching people learn to catch fish from my knowledge than I do actually from catching them myself again. So bring your enthusiasm, bring your questions, and bring your excitement. We're going to do the best we can to bring you the most all-inclusive Oneida Lake show there is. Is that 2 minutes?